you're back as the host for season 5 of Love Island.
Yes.
What can fans expect this season?
Oh boy, there's a lot. There is a lot of new things happening in season 5 of Love Island USA. Our villa will be in Fiji. So we are back on an island, baby. It is going to be very sexy. It's going to be very hot. I'm going to bring all of the deodorant and mosquito repellent as possible.
Necessary, very necessary.
Very necessary. And yeah, we have a brand new way of our Islanders coupling up that has never been done before. So
Ooh.
I'm very excited to see how they are going to go about coupling up. And our first episode, our premiere episode on July 18th, will be 90 minutes long. So
Wow.
you can only imagine the type of drama and things that we are throwing at these Islanders on the very first day. So,
man, they are coming in hot to Fiji.
They are going to come in hot. It is going to be super hot, sexy, steamy. And yeah, I mean, our dates will be very elevated and very much taking advantage of our location in Fiji. Challenges on the beach, etc., things like that. Our villa is absolutely insane. I'm so jealous and I want to stay there. I'm like, I'll sleep on the couch. It's fine. Please, it's so
They'll
pretty.
wake up and be like, Sarah's still here.
Yeah. They're like, what is Sarah doing here? I'm just like drinking a mimosa in the corner, being like, no, it's okay. Just keep talking amongst yourselves. It's fine. I'm not here. I'm not here.
Speaking of you being the host, what inspired you to want to join Love Island as the host in the first place?
I mean, who wouldn't? It is, I love Love Island, and it's just such a fun show. And I mean, we film in like the most beautiful locations, and we have like the craziest in the best way people on the show, and they're just so fun and charismatic and sexy, and it is just it's just a blast. I mean, like, that's my answer. Who wouldn't?
It's a good answer. I know Love Island UK is blowing up right now. Everybody is obsessed. So with Love Island USA, what are some things, and you kind of teased a little bit about some new ways of coupling up, but what are some things fans can really look forward to diving into this season?
Well, I mean, we're not coupling up the same way that Love Island UK coupled up this year, which was very different. We're doing something completely different. So that's fun. I think the thing is that, I mean, we're just really bringing the heat and everything Fijian this summer. We have really surprising new ways of bombshell entrances.
Ooh.
So that's going to be shocking, to say the least, for the Islanders. And yeah, our villa has like new features that you haven't seen before. So I think it's going to be different, but it's going to be way more sexy. It's going to be very sexy, and it's going to be very, very beachy, which is awesome. And I got engaged in Fiji, and the water there and everything about Fiji, the people, the food, it's so beautiful. So I'm so excited for these Islanders to experience the Love Island Villa in Fiji.
All right, you're teasing us with the good stuff.
Yeah.
In these moments with the contestants, I'm curious to pick your brain a little bit. What surprises you when you're in these moments that are heated or that are passionate, as the host, kind of being that person that's on, the sideline getting to look in?
I like turn into Mama Bear. I really, really do. But at the same time, I'm the host. I can't have a bias. And I think it's just really fun to watch. It's just like grab a glass of wine, have some popcorn, and call it a day.
So I know you just said there's some major differences on this show in comparison to previous seasons, but also in comparison to other reality shows. For people that maybe might just be getting into it, they're picking up on the craze, they're seeing it on their new Threads app. What do you think that might be a major difference for people to watch, or what is, engaging about Love Island?
First, I just heard about this Threads thing because Willis did a story about it, and I don't know what's going on.
I don't
I
think
think
any of us do. We're all just trying to dive in really fast.
I just heard about it. I think the difference and what separates us from everything else is like there's high risk, high reward on our show. Um, and it really like it's also about a lot of luck too, about like who you couple up with at first really sets the tone for the rest of your journey in the villa. So um it's a lot of high risk, and these people have to be really vulnerable and communicative. I don't think that like if they don't communicate how they feel about each other, or if they don't say like, hey, listen, I'm into this other guy, and like I want to make sure that that's not a thing, that and that we're good, that like people have to be very very understanding and communicative on this show. And all the meanwhile doing like crazy challenges with whipped cream and beach stuff and just like very very sexy things. I think like I don't know, I think you have to be the most confident person to be able to come to Love Island USA and just be in a bikini the entire time. I do not know if I would be able to do that.
I don't know if I can handle that either. I know you said you're taking on the role of Mama Bear, but you're a married woman now. So are you bringing some relationship advice to these singles?
I would love to if they'll take it, but who knows? You
They
know
might
what
not.
it's like being like 23. You're like, I know everything. I'm gonna marry this man. And you're like, I don't think you are.
Have you had to kind of like be a voice of reason in any of these moments, or do you just you take a step back and be the mom that is hands off? Oh, you're hands off. Okay, great.
Hands off mom.
Hands off.
Hands off mom, drink in a corner. That's what I do.
I love it. That's the way to be. But speaking of being married, and Wells has a popular reality show that he's also part of. Reality TV is a big part of your lives. Are you guys giving each other advice on how to, handle these passionate moments? Or do you bounce ideas off each other? How does that, or do you not bring work home? Are you guys both like, the reality stays on TV for us?
No, we totally talk about it. Because I mean, here's the thing, like, I'm such a fan of his show. Obviously, it's how we met, how I essentially was like, you're my husband from TV. And so it's just we definitely don't like work outside the house kind of stuff. I think we're both like very we share a lot. I mean, I talk nonstop, so like he just has to deal with that. um, and I definitely give unsolicited opinions and advice about the people on his show and the relationships on his show to him. But the main thing that he tells me is to whenever I'm able to have chats with the Islanders, to just make sure that they know that I am listening and that I am invested, and because it's super scary to be vulnerable and try to find love, and doing like a hot dog eating contest in a bikini kind of thing. I'm not saying that that's going to happen this season. That just came to my head because of the recent hot dog contest in Coney Island. But it's like that's so scary to do all of that kind of stuff in front of millions of people watching Peacock. So I just try to make sure that they know that like you good girl, you good dude, you're doing it. Just keep doing it. You got it. Yeah.
I love how supportive you and Wells are of each other. I'm curious though, is he texting you while he's watching these moments, trying to get the inside scoop from you at all?
Well, here's the thing is that like last season I was very close to home so we could talk about it. So this season will be different, I think, because we are in Fiji and he's not going to be able to be there the whole time with me, unfortunately. So I don't know. That is a ask me in a few months kind of stuff.
It sounds like Fiji holds a special place in your heart. So are you going to be excited to see some of these couples become maybe, in it for the long haul there?
I would love that. That would be amazing. And then they get to go back to Fiji and get engaged on Honeymoon Island. Like me, like it's just like gonna be, it's just so, I would love that. I would love nothing more.
You're coming up on your first anniversary, I think. Is that right? What is married
Yeah.
life like for you?
Oh, it's amazing. It's not different in the sense of how our relationship works. Uh, but it's very much like, I don't know, it's like now we're married. Like you have to pay people money if you want to leave me. You're
I mean, good
stuck
point.
with me
You're
now
stuck here. Yeah.
forever. You can't
Yeah.
just like up and leave. Now you have to pay people to leave me. So all jokes
For better or
aside,
worse, right? That's what we're
it's
signing up for.
amazing. I love being married. It's a wondrous thing to be able to find your person. And we've been teammates, like marriage isn't just about um like it's obviously love and passion and attraction, but it's also how you work as a team together, his successes are my successes are his successes, and my loss is his loss. And I think that that's definitely something that maybe because we're married now is just like subconsciously in the forefront of your mind. But I love him so much. If we were able to be engaged and go through a pandemic and a quarantine and all of that stuff, and we still wanted to get married, I think we're good. Yeah.
I hear you. I am also a COVID bride. So I was like right there with you guys when you were
Wow.
changing everything. I'm like, oh, I feel for you so much. We went through the same thing. But speaking of being
Yeah.
teammates, do you think
Teammate.
you guys could handle some of these challenges?
Oh yeah, he'd crush it. He'd crush it. He also would like, I mean, like the sexy, like dancing and everything like that and stuff. Like, I think that, like, everybody knows how like lighthearted and fun and funny Wells is, and he's the first person to make fun of himself. So I think he would go all in. A lot of people don't know this, but he's super athletic. Like, he played rugby and soccer, football, and tennis and golf. Like, he is a very, very athletic man. I am not athletic. All I did was dance, and that is his own type of athleticism, but it's not like hand-eye coordination with a ball. So I think he would be amazing on our challenges on Love Island. He'd crush them. And I would have to get a lot of self-confidence, even more self-confidence than I already have, to be able to do that kind of stuff in a bikini.
I think you guys would crush it. Speaking of the show, is there anybody that has come to you after hosting that has surprised you that is a big fan of it?
No.
You're not surprised. Everybody's a fan.
No, I'm trying to think. I mean, here's the thing. I don't see people a lot. I don't go out a lot. So I don't think I don't think I would have met anybody new that's or someone that I'm like, oh my God, you watch the show? That's amazing. Like, I just don't go out a lot. I need to go out more in order to get that kind of stuff. I would love for like a really old grandma to come up and be like, oh yes, bitch, you got this. Sorry, I just cursed.